Welcome, spiritual warriors and cosmic code breakers. Today we're decoding the profound esoteric significance behind the recent devastating storm systems that swept across America's heartland. Weather events that mainstream meteorologists describe through barometric pressure and wind speed, but which reveal themselves through sacred numerology and cosmic timing as messages from the universe about our collective spiritual alignment. As you've likely heard, severe weather systems recently tore through parts of the U.S. Midwest and South, claiming at least 23 lives and leaving communities in Oklahoma and Kansas particularly devastated. But what the weather forecasters won't tell you, can't tell you, is how these storms align with ancient numerical patterns that have governed catastrophic events throughout human history. Let's begin with the most striking number: 23 fatalities. 23 is perhaps the most mystically significant of all numbers, representing the harmony of opposites, divine communication, and cosmic balance. The number 23 appears throughout nature. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes. The Earth's axis is tilted at approximately 23.5 degrees, and biorhythms complete their cycles in 23 days. That exactly 23 souls were called during these storms cannot be dismissed as random chance. In the Kabbalistic tradition, 23 is connected to the Hebrew word chaya, meaning living creature. These 23 souls represent the living energy that transitions between physical and spiritual realms, a cosmic reminder of our temporary nature in physical form. The 23rd Psalm speaks of walking through the valley of the shadow of death, precisely what these communities experienced. The primary affected states, Oklahoma and Kansas, hold profound numerical significance. Oklahoma in numerology reduces to a 7, 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1 equals 31, which reduces to 4. Kansas reduces to a 6, 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 equals 15, which reduces to 6. 4 plus 6 equals 10, which reduces to 1. The number of new beginnings, divine unity, and creation. These specific states were targeted because their combined vibrational frequency creates the perfect energy for transformation and rebirth. The storms peaked on May 19, 2025. In numerology, this date reduces to a 6, 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 24, which reduces to 6. 6 is the number of harmony, balance, and cosmic order. When devastating storms occur on a day vibrating with the energy of harmony, it represents the universe restoring balance to systems that have fallen out of alignment with natural law. Oklahoma sits at approximately 35 degrees north latitude. 3 plus 5 equals 8, the number of cosmic order, infinity, and karmic balance. Kansas sits at approximately 38 degrees north. 3 plus 8 equals 11, a master number representing spiritual intuition and enlightened consciousness. The geographical positioning of these states literally places them at coordinates that serve as energetic gateways for powerful spiritual forces. What's particularly revealing is the timing of these storms in relation to astrological events. The storms intensified during a powerful square aspect between Mars, the planet of action and aggression, and Uranus, the planet of sudden change and disruption. This volatile cosmic geometry created the perfect energetic conditions for violent weather manifestations. The heavens literally aligned to create these conditions at precisely this moment. Even more significant is that these storms occurred during Taurus season, the zodiac sign governing the earth element and material security. Taurus is represented by the bull, a symbol of strength, but also of the material world. These storms struck the agricultural heartland during the earth sign's rule, a clear message about our relationship with the physical world and material attachments. The Midwest and South regions hold special spiritual significance in America's energy grid. If we view the United States as a human body, the Midwest represents the solar plexus chakra, the energy center governing personal power and will. The South represents the sacral chakra, governing creativity and emotion. These storms affected precisely the energy centers connected to our collective power and creative expression. Let's examine the meteorological data through a spiritual lens. The storms featured wind speeds reaching approximately 70 to 80 miles per hour. 7 plus 8 equals 15, which reduces to 6, again highlighting divine harmony and balance. The storms were part of several systems that formed over a span of approximately 4 days. 4 is the number of foundation, stability, and material manifestation. The universe was literally working through these precise measurements to communicate with those who understand the language of sacred mathematics. Oklahoma was admitted to the Union as the 46th state. 4 plus 6 equals 10, which reduces to 1, the number of new beginnings. Kansas was the 34th state. 3 plus 4 equals 7, the number of spiritual perfection and divine truth. 1 plus 7 equals 8, the number of cosmic order and karmic balance. The state's very admission numbers contain the code for their role in this divine recalibration. The timing within the month is equally significant. These storms peaked around the 19th day of the 5th month. 19 is a powerful prime number in many spiritual traditions, representing the divine feminine principle in ancient systems. That these storms reached their zenith on the 19th creates a powerful numerological signature connected to primordial creative forces. In the Hebrew calendar, these storms occurred during the month of Iyar, the only month whose name is an acronym for I am God your healer, Ani Adonai Rofecha. These storms manifested during the very month associated with divine healing, suggesting their deeper purpose in the spiritual healing of the land and its people. The geographical shape of the storm system itself formed what meteorologists call a hook echo on radar, creating a shape remarkably similar to the ancient Egyptian Ankh symbol representing eternal life. The very formation of the storms carried symbolic meaning visible only to those who understand sacred geometry. If we look at the historical weather patterns, this region has experienced major storm systems in approximate 22-year cycles, closely aligning with the 22-year solar magnetic cycle and the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, which Kabbalists believe form the building blocks of creation itself. These storms arrive in precisely timed cosmic waves connected to solar activity and spiritual unfoldment. The affected communities have populations that, when combined, approximate 7 million people. 7 is the number of spiritual perfection, divine truth, and completion. These specific communities were affected because their combined population vibrates with the frequency of spiritual awakening. What's truly remarkable is that these storms occurred precisely 40 days before the summer solstice, the solar maximum of the year. 40 is a number appearing repeatedly in spiritual traditions. 40 days of rain in the Noah story, 40 years in the wilderness, 40 days of temptation. This 40-day interval between catastrophe and solar peak creates a perfect spiritual incubation period for transformation. The economic damage from these storms is estimated at approximately $600 million. 6 represents harmony and balance, while 600 reduces to a 6 as well. The material loss vibrates with the precise frequency needed to restore cosmic harmony, not a dollar more or less than what the universal mathematics required. For those with deeper understanding, even the meteorological terms reveal spiritual truth. These storms were part of what meteorologists call a mesoscale convective system. The term Mesoscale comes from the Greek mesos, meaning middle. These storms operate at the middle level between microcosmic and macrocosmic forces, precisely where human consciousness operates in the great chain of being. When we examine the sacred geometry of tornado formation, we find they create perfect logarithmic spirals, the same pattern found in galaxies, seashells, and the human ear. These storms manifested the very geometric patterns that govern all creation, from the smallest to the largest scales of existence. What does this mean for our collective spiritual journey? When devastating storms claim exactly 23 lives in America's heartland during powerful astrological alignments, affecting states whose numerical vibrations create perfect energy for transformation, it represents a cosmic recalibration, a restoration of divine harmony in a land that has fallen out of alignment with natural law. These storms aren't random weather events, but precisely calculated adjustments to our collective energy field. For those who understand the language of sacred numbers, these events serve as wake-up calls, reminding us that we exist within a mathematically perfect universe that continuously restores balance through the exact numerical equations needed in each moment. If you felt the resonance of these cosmic patterns, please hit like and subscribe to continue our journey of decoding the hidden mathematical language of creation. Nothing in our universe happens by chance, only by divine calculation that we're now awakening to perceive. Until next time, stay attentive to the sacred mathematics governing our reality. And remember, storms don't just happen to us, they happen for us, carrying precise numerical codes for our collective evolution. Thank you for joining me on this journey of awakening.